Next we come to the inorganic chemistry topic. I'm trying to make this lecture short but detailed because hope you're not bored. Next comes the inorganic chemistry topic, where I have given the chapters like CFAC calculations, complex, its isomers, structure and magnetism. Every year nearly 8 to 9 marks comes from this topic and is very important. Like find the magnetism of this complex, stability of this complex, CFAC calculations, the delta naught value, and also one or two times the transitions. Generally they doesn't prefer to ask the transitions, but you can, if you have learned, you can go through them also. In the chemical bonding there's many things, but the major thing which I would like to tell is about the structure. You should learn the structures and the anomalies in which the structures have different types of shapes, means the expected and the original structure of the anomalous compounds. This portion consists nearly 5 to 7 marks. Next comes the topic acid and bases. Nearly each and every year 1 mark comes from this topic, and generally it's very easy, so you should opt for it. Next comes the bioinorganic and some name of the drugs. You can omit this topic. Nearly 1 to 2 marks question comes from this, but if you're really interested in this topic, you can go through the myoglobin and hemoglobin, and also there and also few enzymes like nitrogenase. The name of the enzymes are very important, and one of their few characteristics and application. Now we'll go through the redox, in which nearly 1 year only came redox of 2 marks. I think you can do the balancing part. They will give the redox reaction and you will tell how much electron count will be required for this reaction. I think you can do this part. Next comes our very important topic in this inorganic chemistry, like the complex, is the group chemistry, which is a vast topic. I would tell you to read the topic like this, to read few like oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur families. Not all of them. You can go to some compounds like O2F2, and then you can go to the SF6 type of compounds, the structure like seesaw shaped. You can go to this type of compounds, and then you can also view to the group 13 and the boranes and the boron hydrides. They are very important, like B2H6 and that closo-arachno-nidoborane. You can go through this part. Next comes our last portion, is the organic chemistry. And the organic chemistry is very vast and is the chemistry of the exceptions, you know. So I will start like name reaction is a very important topic and contains lot of marks, like 9 to 10 marks it contains. You can go through the condensation reaction like aldol, Cannizzaro, and also with the hydrolysis techniques like AAC2, BAC2, AAC1, BAL1, like this type of techniques. A few synthesis like Woodward and Hoffman rules, and also the hydroxylation. You can go through the substitution reaction of electrophilic as well as nucleophilic, for aromatic as well as aliphatic substitution, and also the elimination reaction, all types of elimination reactions which you know. The basic reaction fundamentals is very important. Few typical organic problems are there, but you can have the scope if you do the other portions as well as the other organic portions well and good. You can omit those 1 or 2 questions which are really typical. If you're not well and good at organic chemistry, you can leave those parts. Next comes the stereochemistry, which is very important because it carries 2 to 3 marks and it's very easy because you have to just do the nomenclature like EZ or RS and find the absolute configuration. And also sometimes it comes isomers, how many isomers they have, like how many isomers that glucose have, like this type of questions. Next comes the intermediates and reaction mechanism, where you have to read, I think, carbocation, carboanion, their reactivity, radicals, carbene, and and very much important, benzene and carbene are very much important, and carbocations and carbanions are important towards their stability, because from each and every year 3 to 4 marks comes from this topic. Now I go to the biomolecules, that is the drugs, amino acids, peptides, proteins, carbohydrates. Till the knowledge you know, some type of questions comes here, like name this amino acid which have the sulfur linkage, like this, or the amino acid which is chiral, like this type of question comes often. Next comes the carbohydrate chemistry, a few reactions, and also the isomers of the carbohydrates. Next comes the general organic chemistry, in which it's very easy, though it's vast. You can consider pKa, pKb, aromaticity, tautomerism, this type of short topics, but it's very well and very much scoring portion. Next comes the reagents, reducing agents and oxidizing agents, which there are a lot of reagents in organic chemistry, but I will prefer you to read the hydride transfer reagents like the LiLH4, NaBH4 and other few reducing agents. And in the oxidizing agents, if you could read the O3 means ozonolysis and the KMNO4 and osmium tetroxide, like this type of reagents, it would be better, it would be fine for you. So in the reagent portion, like 3 to 5 marks comes every year. In the general organic chemistry, like 4 to 5 marks comes every year. In the biomolecule part, 4 to 5 marks comes every year. So I will now wind up by saying that in organic chemistry, like 29 marks, 27 to 29 marks comes from this topic. In physical, 25 to 28 marks. In inorganic, like 21 to 26 marks comes. And in mathematics, 18 to 19 marks comes every year. So I would say a good luck to all of the participants who are preparing for this year in this bad situation we are going on, the COVID. I would rather suggest you to listen my suggestions, because I have also cleared through the suggestions and through the type of things I told you. I have also followed this part, and I would say for the time management, if you try to attempt those questions like mathematics and physical chemistry or organic, try to attempt those parts which I said, which are scoring more, like general organic chemistry, acid bases, complex portion, and in physical chemistry like thermodynamics, kinetics, gaseous state, and in mathematics, determinants, matrices, trigonometry, derivatives and integrations, like this type of questions, this type of topic you should go with very depth of knowledge, and I would suggest to try to focus on this portion. Next, the longest topic like name reaction, group chemistry, I will rather suggest you to prepare those topics also very highly, because that would also fetch you marks. But try to be confident and do the calculations correctly, because majorly if you do the calculations correctly, then nobody could cut your marks. And also I will try to say that try to use the mathematical, try to not to use the mathematical calculator, the scientific calculator, and try to do the mathematics problems and the physical chemistry problems without using the calculator, whichever means up to that extent which you can do. Because in our time, in our examination center, a problem was there that calculators, there were in some rooms they did not have the permission to seek the calculators, but in some rooms they have. So I would rather prefer to practice without the calculator till the extent you can, and I will rather suggest you to try to score nearly 55 to 70%, 70 marks. It would be better for you. And thank you. Thanks Shayan for giving me this opportunity to share my instructions or suggestions, what you will tell to the students, and if they get help from this, I would be very beneficial, and I would be very lucky to hear this if they get well benefited. And thanks. Bye.